So this is the centerpiece of my home gym. This is where I sleep, and this is the newest addition to my home gym. And in today's video, I will give you a full guide of how I am training in my very small apartment. If you already have been following the channel, then you know about this corner right here. I will get back to it a little bit later. And now I will talk about the newest addition, which is this power tower, or you can call it a dip station plus a pull-up station. So the main idea while getting this piece was doing pull-ups and hanging knee raises. So hanging knee raises I can do here now on the captain's chair. And also a good addition to this piece was being able to do here the dip. So basically it's a good piece. It takes up quite a lot of space. It's like 2.3 meters in height. And the main idea was to get an alternative place to doing pull-ups and knee raises. And of course dips are a very good addition. I used to do them like 10 years ago, and now I will reintroduce them into my program. So if we are talking about pull-ups, how you can do them in such a small apartment? Well, you have here a couple of options. If you have, for example, strong walls, you can mount here a wall pull-up bar, but my walls are very weak here and this will just fall apart, ruin the whole wall, so that's not an option. Another option would be to placing here a full cage, a power rack, but in my opinion it doesn't make any sense having here a huge rack. And in general I don't understand the people when they are talking about starting a home gym. They think about a power rack and a bench, so basically that's a power lifters gym, but my gym is for hypertrophy training, for bodybuilding. So having here a huge rack is just not an option. I prefer here having a more compact rack, or you could place here a half rack or a wall mounted rack, but all this stuff is just unnecessary in my opinion, for me personally, and it takes up too much space. So then we have another option, which is the door. But as you see, I have here a very weak door. So you have two types here of pull-up bars that you can mount. The first one would be mounted here on top, but as you see, this is a very weak piece here, and it would go over here to the other side on both sides, and this is also falling apart. As you see, no stability here. I was doing it in the past on another door, but it was very sketchy, not stable, so I don't recommend this option. And as you see here, the frame is very wide, so it would not fit anyways. That's why for the past 2 years I was using such bar, which goes here in between the door frame. So in the side you must drill a small hole, and then you place here such a plastic piece with a wooden screw. So you screw it in all the way here to the side, and then you would attach here to the plastic piece here the pull-up bar, and you can spin it here on the sides, and it basically extends here to the other side, and it pushes here on both sides. So this setup did last for 2 years. It was very stable, but as you see, the downsides are you must drill here some holes, and it will ruin or damage your door frame a bit. So as you can see, from the couple of years of using it, the door frame is a little bit damaged. So if you are renting, it's not your apartment, then it could be problematic. And here on the sides you can see it was this rubber, it was intact, but over the many months and years the plastic piece gets pushed here further and further, and after time it could be a little bit sketchy, unstable, but that's the reality of doing pull-ups in between your door frame. And another downside will be when the pull-up bar will be here attached. It's not high enough, so I was always doing them with bended knees or in a semi-L-sit position. And also when everything was attached here, I couldn't close the door. So that's why I decided to buy here a power tower, and that solves the problem. I can close the door, it doesn't damage my door frame, it's more secure, and it's pretty high, 2.3 meters in height, so I can do everything with straight legs here. Then I have another new piece of equipment, which is this Romanian bench. I always tell myself I have already all the equipment that I need, but I always find a new piece, so I will stop saying that this is the final piece. But the main idea of this is to do the so-called back extensions or back hyperextensions. But I will make a video in the future about this piece. It's a misused equipment and you don't want to round your back and extend it here. Basically, this is an hip hinge movement. So you can place your feet here. They are secured with this. It moves here up and down, and here you can set it higher or lower. And the thing that I like with this is you can adjust here the angle. So you have 1, 2, and 3 positions. And if you want to store this somewhere in the corner, you can just fold it. So you lift it up, fold it, and like this. And as you see, now it's folded in half and you can store it very easily. Then I have this trap bar. So mainly I am using it for shrugs, for upper traps, and I was using it also for the Romanian deadlift. But now that I have the Romanian chair, I think I will switch the back extensions with the RDL. And this here is the bread and butter of my home gym. If you have been following along the channel, then you know everything here. So I have here this compact rack. You can extend it up here. Then I can do the overhead press, also the front squats. Then of course I can do the bench press. It has here safeties, and as you see, it's very compact. Here you can put some weight plates. There is a version of this rack where the metal rods are not here, so they are here, and then theoretically you could do dips, so you can make this narrower here, but still the width will be somewhere around 80 centimeters, and that's just too wide for doing dips. Here on the power tower you see that the width of the handles 63 centimeters, and that's my recommendation for dips, like 62, 63 centimeters, and this one would be 80 centimeters, so that's just wide in my opinion. And this rack is very flexible, so I can make it narrower, wider, so you can use various barbells here. I can place here the trap bar and do trap bar shrugs from the rack, so I don't have to pick it up from the ground. I also do seated calf raises here in combination with the rack and the bench. So as you might see, the bench is also a very center piece of mine, so it must be very stable. My recommendation is always get one that has 2 points of support, not only this one, but here this one too. But of course, if you want to do a hypertrophy focused gym, a bodybuilding focused gym, it must come here with the ability to put here attachments. And the 3 attachments that I'm using is, the first one is here a preacher curl. So you can do biceps here on the preacher, also some forearm work. Then I have this attachment for the legs, this leg curl and leg extension device. And the final one is here this cable tower. So you have here one lower cable with the carabiner, and then you have one upper cable. And this opens up a lot of opportunities and varieties to train in a small place at home. So as you see, if the bench doesn't have the ability to attach here these attachments, then it's not interesting for me. And on the cable tower, you can use all these handles just like in the regular commercial gym. So the ones that I'm using the most is here the double rope, the single rope, the metal D handle, then this lat pull down here, and these I'm not using at the moment. So this one would be for neutral grip pull downs or rows. This is an easy bar, this cuff for lateral raises, for example. Steps. This is a short straight bar. It's another D handle, but it's not from metal. Once again, close grip lat pull downs or some rows. And this is the V bar for triceps. So as you can see, a single cable tower gives you a lot of options already. And then I have some additional equipment here. So for example, I have here some regular strap. Here I have 8 straps. Here I have fat grips for forearm training, some rubber bands for warming up. Here I have a weighted vest. You can load it up with such weights in the pockets up to 30 kgs. Here I have some pads on the bar. Here I have some chains with carabiners. So this is my solution of not using ankle weights. I can use it on the ankle here and use some regular weight plates that I have available. Then I have here this easy bar. Here I have a ab wheel. I was using these for doing hanging knee raises on the pull-up bar. Here I have a neck harness for neck training. And then of course the standard stuff like the straight bar. Here I have a handle for dumbbells with these spin locks. Everything is in 30 millimeters. Here are my micro plates, so half a kg, 1.25, 2.5. Here I have even more plates, 5 kg, 10 kg, 15 kg, and 20 kg plates. So this is how I am currently training at home in my small apartment, and as you can see, there is a lot of stuff, a lot of variety. So it's not a powerlifting gym, it's a home gym focused purely on hypertrophy. And in the future, we will see how it will develop. So that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. See you soon next time. Bye.